Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we are told to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in orthographic projection. Now I have successfully reproduced the figure in orthographic projection on my drawing sheet, right? So we'll be focusing more on this than what is on the right hand side because it is the same figure here. Now, when you hear the word orthographic projection, the thing you need to do first is to draw your orthographic axis. That is the HP and the VP. That is the vertical plane and the horizontal plane. So I'm going to take my meter rule, my T-square, right? I'll take my T-square and I'm going to measure to draw my X and Y axis this way. I'll draw this in this manner. Then I'll take this and also draw this in this manner, right? So let's do that. So this is where they are meeting at this point. So from that point, I'll measure, let's say, whatever thing you want to measure here, but I'll choose to measure 5 millimeter each, right? Distance from the plane. So from 0 to 5, you can see that. And I'll place it on this point. And I'm going to mark 5, 5, 5, and 5. You can see that. And I'll take my meter rule and draw a line across those points. And I place it this way. I'll have this. I place it here. I'll have this. And when I come here also, I'll have this. Coming here too, I'll have this. You can see that? So this is where they are meeting. And this point here will be my reference point. All this point I'm marking will be where I'll start my measurement on this plane. Now the first thing is, if you look closely, we're told to look at the direction of the RT, right? So we want to draw, it depends on what you want to draw. We want to draw in first angle projection. Is that okay now? Now, if you are drawing in first angle projection, the elevation here says to draw looking at the direction of what? RT. Looking at this direction here. Let me just show you. Looking at this direction here, RT. Right? Looking at this direction here. So we're looking at this point. Is that taken? So what will you see when you look at this point? So whatever you see, that is what you are going to draw in this quadrant here. If you draw it here or here, meaning that you want to start drawing in first angle projection, right? So let's see how that goes. So what will you see when you look at this point? This is what you see when you look at this direction here. This is what you are going to see, right? This is what you see when you're looking at it from the side. So if I place this at this point, means I want to draw in first angle projection. So what do you notice? From the end here to this end here is given to be what? 60. So I'm going to start measuring 60. So the entire length, we say that from here to here is 60. Then from the diagram here, we're told this is long, 20 meter long, right? So let me just put that there. It's giving us, you see, bus diameter 25 by 20 long. So the length is what? 20. So 20 plus 60 is given to be what? 80. So I'm going to measure diameter of what? The length of 80. Can I place it this way? I'll measure the length of 80. right? That's the length of what? 80. And I'll take my set square and I'll take it up. Then the height is given to be what? 50. From here to here is what? 50. And I'm going to measure 50. Right? And I'm going to close that up. I'm going to close it up. Just that's 20 up. Now the next thing you do is you see that from here to here is ticking. I am going to tick in from here to here. You can see that. And from here to here is from here to here, which is from here to here, and that is 12. So I'm going to measure 12. And I'll bring it down. You can see that, where I will now tick in this point from here to here, and also from here to here. Now the next thing is, I'll get the half of 50, which is 25, right? That is the center line. This is 25, this is 50 here. So I'm going to measure half of it, 25. So I'll just draw my center line across that point. The long one, short is. You can see that. Now if you look at the distance from here to here is 50, right? From here to here is what? Is 24. You can see it from the diagram, 24. And that means you measure 12 up and what? 12 down. So if I do that, I'll just take my compass, my meter rule, use 4 as my reference point. So if I'm measuring, this is 10, 11, 12. From here also, this is 10, 11, 12. Right? So I'll just stick in those two ends there. From here to here. And from here to here. You can see that. Now the next thing is, I'm going to measure. We know that from this point to this point, from here to here is 12. 12 plus 12 is what? 24. 24 plus 12 is what? That'll give us 36. Then 36 plus 18 will give us 54. So from here, this end point, I'll measure 54. I'll measure 54. So this is 54 here. Right? To this point. So at that point, I'll draw a vertical line downward. Once I've done that, we are told that the distance from here to this up is 20. That is from here to here is 20, here to here 20, right? Meaning from this point to this point is 20. From here to here is also 20. So I'm going to measure 20 up and down. So I'll take 6 as my reference point. So I'll measure 20, or this 10, 20. And the other one 10, 20. Right? And I'm going to what? Draw my line from this point. To get to that point, I'll tick in it. And also draw my line from this point. To get to this point here, I'll tick in it. Right? I will now draw a line this way. A little bit. And I'll draw another line this way. Oh, a little bit. Is that taken? So the remainder will now be 6, because if from here to here is 60 and from here to here is 54, then the remainder is what? 6. So I'm going to measure the 6 at this point here. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'll tick in this. Now come here also, I'll draw a horizontal line here, where I am going to take this and draw it this way. Now taking this tool here. You can see that. Now the next thing is, the diameter of this is given to be what? 25, right? So meaning half of it is what? 12.5. So that means from this center here to this point is 12.5. Then from here to this point, another 12.5. So I'm going to measure 12.5 on my meter rule. So this is 0, this is 10, 11, 12.5, right? So I'll put it there this way. You can see that, and I'll place it here. I'll measure 12.5 up, and I'll measure 12.5 down. Is that taken? And I'll use my meter rule, and I'll draw it straight out this way. I'll move my meter rule, and I'll draw a straight line this way. Then I'm going to close here up. You can see that, and the inner one we are given to be from where it's shown, given to be diameter of 12. That means this inner box here is diameter of what? 12, right? So that means from here to here is what? Is 12. So I'm going to measure 6 in both sides. So if I take my compass and I measure 6 from here to here, is 6, and I place it here, I mark 6 to this point, and I also mark 6 to this point, right? Now before that, we are given a distance of this. So from this point here, you're seeing from this point here, right, to this next point here is given to be what? 12. So I'm going to measure the 12 from this point, from 0 to 12. Then another 18 from that same point, from 0 to what? To 18. You can see that? From here to here is 12, then the thickness here is 18. So I'll bring this down this way. Long, just hidden line, so that there's an hidden features. Then here also, so that there's an hidden feature. And I can now take this hidden feature. So we have successfully reproduced the figure, right? That is what we are asked to do. So this is the elevation looking at direction of what? Direction T, this way, right? Now what you need to understand is I'm putting an hidden line here because there's a hole and there's a through. I cannot see the hole through. That's why I'm showing an hidden line that there's a through in this circular object here, right? And also there's a hidden line here. You can see because of what there's a through here too. We'll use the hidden line to show what? Hidden features. Is that okay now? Now the next thing is for we to draw the plan, looking at it from the top. So when you're looking at it from the top, this is what you are going to see. So this is what we have here, right? Looking at it from the top. So I'm going to replicate this here. Now you're seeing that this circular object, you're seeing a circular object like a straight line from a distance. This hidden line is showing that this through here, right? And this is what we have here. This point here is this is this, and this thickness here is this thickness here. So I'll just replicate it and put it here. In first angle projection, the plan is always under the elevation, right? So I'll just project my lines down this way. So the thickness from here to here is from here to here, right? And that is 40. So I'm going to measure what? 40. This is 40 here. And I'll close it up this way, right? And I'll start bringing all this point down because this will be thickened. Here also will be thickened, and this I'll just bring it down this way, front line. Then this point here will be what? Thickened. Here also will be what? Thickened. Right? And I'll close it up and close it up too. So you get the center line of this. If from here to here is given as 40, then the center line is what? Is 20. Right? So this is 20 here. And I'll come here and I'm going to measure long shot. Right? So I'll measure the thickness of this. Is that taken? So what will I do? Since it is 25, from here to here 25, so I'll measure 12.5 on my meter rule. 0, 10, 11, 12.5 here, right? And I'll place it at the center here. I'm going to mark up and down. I'll place it here also, mark up and down. So this is what I'm going to close it up. Then I'll close it up here too. And I'll close it up too. This way. Then close it up too. This way. You can see that? So the next thing is this too. I'll just take the distance of this from here to here. Since a circle or a cylinder is symmetrical, so I'll place it here. It is 12. Since we are giving 25, 12.5, I'll come here and mark 12.5 up and 12.5 down. Here also, I'll come here to the hidden line. I'll place it here. I'll mark here and I'll what? Mark here. So I'll just take my rule and I'll close it up. Come here also, I'll close it up. Then the inner here will be hidden line. Just like this. Then I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing, just like this. And I'll close it up. This way. You can see that? So this is what we have here, looking at it from that part. So this is the plan. This is the front elevation. Then the end view. For you to draw the end view, you have to project this center point here at an angle of 45 degrees to the horizontal, and you project all those points to touch it. Let me start with this and with that. So if I come here, I'm going to close it up. So that is where my line will end, and I'll project the two ends up here to this point, and this is what we have here, this 4 points here. So if I want to start, what I'll do first is I'll project all these points here, this that is here. If you're looking at it from the front, right, you'll be seeing this line here. I'll thicken it. Start again, and you also see this line here too, this underline here, you see it too, and I'll thicken it. You see these two places here. Is that taken? And the next one is, if I come here too, I'll do the same thing too, thicken it. And here also, I'll also want to thicken it. You understand me? So that's what I'll do, looking at it from the front here. Let me just briefly do that. So if you're looking at it again from the front, we have your center line. If I project this point here to touch here, and I project here to touch here, right, I'll be having this and this. So where this line meets, look at them here, we have it here, right? I can easily project that point to that point. So if I come here where it meets, here I have this, then from here I have this. So that will be a hidden line. And here too will be a hidden line. Because you cannot see the through from inside. And the back one too, if I come here too, another one again, hidden line. And from this point too, hidden line. right? And I'll close it up because you cannot see that figure from the front, looking at it on the front. So I'll close it up from this point with hidden line. Is that taken? Now I'm going to close because I'm going to see all this figure here, all this height here, I'll see it. So I'll close them up. From here, close it up. From here, I'll close it up. You can see that? So there'll be a circular object. Looking from the front, you see the circle, the two circles. So I'll just draw my center line here. That's long, short, and project the center line here too. Then I'll take it up. Here will be a center line. This is where I'll start drawing my circle. So I can just take the edges of the circle here and I'll place it here. And I'm going to draw. Right? Then I'll come here also, I'll take the bigger one also. I'll place it here. I'm going to draw. So this is what we have. This is the orthographic projection of this that you can see here. Looking at it from the front, this is what you're going to see. Is that okay now? So if you want to watch the video of this in isometric, you can easily click on this link at the top right corner of the screen, right? Or you can wait till the end of the video in order to click it on the end screen. So if you found the video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also comment if you have any comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching.